jerk chicken. Yes, yes, please. Sizzle, sizzle, let it hit. Safari spice, oh, let it flow. Feel that rhythm, let it go. Dancing while we cook tonight. Safari spark your delight. Ooh yeah, let's pop flavors blend. Feel the groove, don't let it bend. In the kitchen, we're
Hey
alive.
guys, what's up? What's up? Safari Spice coming back with another one. Today's host is by the Easter Bunny, not the Easter Bunny, the Easter Bun. Hey, before we get started into this show, go ahead and hit that like button, okay? HTB. If you're gonna go by, all right, guys. I'm in Florida, a lot of Caribbean population. Shout out to Jamaica. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, who's going to the Vibes Cartel? Who? I want to know in the comments. Who survives cartel in Jamaica? Who survives cartel in Brooklyn? I saw the videos look crazy. And who's going to see Vibes Cartel in Florida? Who saw them in the Bahamas? Okay, anyway. If you're gonna get an Easter bun, guys, I'm gonna suggest HTB. All right, that's enough of that. And the tasty cheese. I got a funny cheese story, but I'll tell you when I get my canned cheese. Anyway, um, no, they're not paying me any commission. They're not paying me any money to talk about HTB. But if they want to go send me some coins, go ahead. My hair is a mess. This is what you're gonna call a messy hair day, guys. Listen, I'm just gonna be me. Don't be surprised. I might come up on here with no makeup, a baseball hat, messy hair day. Today's messy hair day, but we'll get it done real quick. Let's get into it, guys. So I hear that we are going to have 24 days to jury selection and Diddy trial. That's what we're talking about today. This channel right here, we talking about the Diddy trial. 24 days to jury selection. Um, they may postpone. I heard there might be a pushback on the start date. There may be, I mean, Diddy won a speedy trial because he was trying to get out of jail because they just told him, just come in, you'll be on house arrest, go in, go out, get an apartment in Manhattan, you'll be out the next day. Of course, we know he was denied bail 3 times, right? Then I heard that he was working on a bail package. This is my simple modern coffee cup. It's kind of nice. I'm drinking coffee, guys. Anyway, um, I heard they was putting a bond hearing together. Then I think that went off the table. And I heard now the trial date might get pushed back because there was some new they were trying to enter something into evidence that the fourth it was the fourth victim who was going to testify. They needed to do some background or some due diligence, and the feds was pushing all these super indictments at the last time, and they didn't have enough time to prepare. I think that's why the other attorney, Anthony Rico, stepped down because he felt like he didn't have enough time to prepare. Like I said, they still didn't hit him with the gun and the drug charge. That still could come up. But anyway, let's get to it. I heard that the feds, playing chess, not checkers, we're going to go now and submit Kim Porter's text messages. What? So she passed away at least 5 years before COVID. You talking about 5, 6 years. They're going to pull up her text messages. Now, how is that going to play out? That's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, you're going to pull up her text messages that she was communicating, obviously, with him. Is that going to work on the prosecution side? Or is that going to work on the defense side? What side are they going to play it? How are they going to play? I mean, God, rest in peace. God forbid if she was a victim, she's not here to speak her truth, and she maybe never want to speak her truth because she has children, and who knows? A lot of people live in secret. So I'm just curious. Okay, so you pull out Kim's text messages with Diddy. Is whose side is it going to be on? Because I've heard both sides. I've heard that she was in a civil lawsuit saying that she was involved in all the shenanigans. I don't have to get in details. You guys can get very creative. If anybody is on here listening to me, you have very creative imagination. You have very creative imagination. So I want you to use your creative imagination. One of the things she could have been participating in. Because one thing my mother always said, my mother said, show me your friends, I'll tell you who you are. So our relationships mirror each other. So if she was his best friend, she was assistant at, Uptown Records, and they had a relationship. They've had multiple relationships. They got together, they broke up, maybe they fought, whatever. Our relationships mirror each other. So if you knew he was with it, maybe she was with it too, you know? So what do you think? Put a 1 if you think they're going to use Kim for the prosecution side, and put a 2 if you think it's going to be for the defense. I'm not going to give my opinion yet. I've been holding back my opinion because I don't want to upset anyone. I got a lot of opinions, but I'm trying to be non-biased. Yes, I'm hip hop, but just because I'm hip hop, I'm part of the golden era, doesn't necessarily mean that I co-sign with all the shenanigans. Not everybody in hip hop co-signs with the shenanigans. Some people bounce like Mace. Some people get out of it. Some people are like, I don't want to have nothing around it. But let's get into this because I ain't really got that much time. So I'm going to read a couple of statements. So there was what was her name? Amy Lampros. I'm going to read a quick statement. She did drag. And when I say drag, she dragged Kim Porter's name into this. Now, if you guys want to go look it up and read it, it was on a credible source. I'm going to try to bring, if I come on here and I talk about anything, I'm going to try to bring credible sources, not gossip. I know a lot of podcasters, they gossip. Tisa tells, she's hilarious. She does her work. I don't know if she's a paralegal, lawyer, what she is. She does her research. I like her. I Am Comedy, Mr. Jamil Peterson. He's hilarious. He makes me laugh. He's funny. I'm just trying to bring the facts. So according to NBC News, okay, this was May 2024. Okay, a woman filed a lawsuit Thursday accusing mogul Sean Diddy Combs of drugging and sexually assaulting her after she met him more than 20 years ago while she was a fashion student in NYC. She went out to FIT. Shout out to FIT. I went to FIT on 27th Street and 7th Avenue, Fashion Institute of Technology. Me and this victim went to, her name is April Lampros. You could look it up. Okay. In a claim filed in the Supreme Court of the New York County, alleges that Combs compromised to mentor her and provide industry connections before he became aggressive. And okay, she's the sixth woman to detail assaults allegations against Combs in a lawsuit. Accusations of Combs had denied in previous statements. Okay, Lampros is 51. So I was probably at FIT. If I was in my last year, she might have been her first year, something like that. We might have been there. But I went at night. I was working during the day. It was different. She might have been a full-time student in the dorm. I don't know this girl. I don't know this woman. April Lampros. But we were definitely in the same college around the same time. Says in the suit that she made Combs in New York City, she met him in 94. Yep, I was in college in 94. While she was studying at the Fashion Institute of Technology, she alleged he sexually assaulted her on 4 occasions, including once where she was forced to take ecstasy and have sex with Combs and his former girlfriend, Kim Porter. There it is. Wow. Can you force someone to take ecstasy? Can you force me? Some of these victims said after the alleged assault, they put that plan B. They forced that plan B down there. When the IUD didn't work, they forced the plan B down their throat. It's just madness. So that's Kim Porter's legacy right there, that she was allegedly involved, filmed, drugged, and participated in numerous attacks. Allegedly. Everything is allegedly. I wasn't there. I didn't witness anything. I'm just reading what is reported by NBC News, which was a civil lawsuit that was filed in the Southern District of New York about a violation that happened in 1994 against Miss April Lampros. Okay. So that could work. So Kim Porter's text, I can see how that could work on the prosecution side, right? Saying, or on the defense side, saying that, she would be, oh my God, she would be a co-conspirator then, right? But then on the prosecution, it would work because it was also reported that she was on a yacht and her nose was broken, and there were witnesses there that happened. He sent her off, right? He flew her off somewhere in Europe. I don't know where it was, San Tropez or Spain, somewhere to go to the hospital. And she was in hiding because her nose was broken or whatever. I don't know. Let me share my screen. So share my screen right now. It's just a short clip I'm going to play. And then you guys can let me know what you think for yourself. Okay?
I can't tell you what this situation was over. I took them to where the yacht came and picked them up at. And Pup said, I don't need no security because it was just personal friends getting on the yacht. And then I picked them up when the yacht came back. And I seen Kim nose taped up. And it was whispers all around the office of everything that happened because his assistants were there and they was talking about it. He tried to say that she hit a table, but everybody in the office and everybody that was immediate around him knew exactly what happened.
Okay, do you know what the
All right, so that's that. He was saying they were on a yacht in San Tropez. I don't remember what year. There was a party. There was some. She put her hands on him. He put his hands back on her. They were hitting each other or whatever. Bow. He punched her in the nose, punched her in the face, broke her nose. Her nose was broken. They flew her off somewhere, and that was that. And this is. Here it goes. Let me see. Diddy broke Kim Porter's nose and immediately flew in plastic surgeon ex-bodyguard, alleges. Diddy has been met with no shortage of damaging allegations in recent months. Unfortunately, they don't show any signs of slowing down either. In May, CNN gave the footage of, Diddy beating up Cassie in the hotel. We already know that. Many say that the mother of three, Kim Porter, may have been through this is unconfirmed. One of Diddy's ex-bodyguards, Roger Barn, agrees that during a recent interview with Vlad TV, he opened up about working for Diddy in 2003 to 2012, revealing some of the more shocking things he witnessed. He recalled one incident in particular dating back to around 2005 when he picked up the then couple from a yacht excursion. Upon seeing them, however, he realized that Porter's nose had allegedly been broken. Okay, so CNN reported that he witnessed her nose being broken. And here's a photo from the yacht. There's like a little band-aid or stitches. I don't really know to say if it was broken. Maybe she had plastic surgery. I don't know. But look at Diddy's mother. Oh my God, look at this picture. She is lit. Doesn't she look like Little Kim? She looks like Little Kim. She looks lit with the blonde wig. I could definitely see her being a madam. I could definitely see her. Come on, girls, get to work. Let's get to it. This is not funny. I'm not here to be funny. Okay, let me stop sharing. I'm not here to run jokes, guys. I'm not here. I mean, it's a sad topic, but sometimes when things are sad, you just gotta make light of it. But I don't know how we can make light of this. I'm not really sure. So that's the new evidence. The new evidence is the feds went back 5-6 years ago. They're pulling up Kim's text messages. They're trying to make it make sense. Shout out to Make It Make Sense. They're trying to make another podcast. They're trying to make it make sense. Put the pieces together. And like I said before, listen, the feds have boxes and boxes and boxes of paperwork. They have storages full of paperwork against him. And that's why people just take a plea. They take a plea bargain. They don't want to go against the feds because they know it's going to get expensive and they're going to run out of money. And he's got a lot of money. And a lot of people betting in Vegas, not guilty. A lot of people putting that 500, 600, they betting in Vegas, not guilty. They're going for a not guilty verdict. They're doing the race car. They're playing the OJ. Does the case look weak? What do you guys think? You think the feds have a weak case? 4 girls, 3 allegedly were girlfriends, long-term relationships. They accepted houses, money, cash, cars, diamonds, jewelry, remain quiet. They got a lifestyle. What do you think, guys? What is the jury going to think? Anyway, I like to know. I like to know in the comments. Let me know. Guilty, not guilty. I'll be back with another one. Thanks, guys. I will try to come back later because it's getting good. I'll try to come back later. I can't promise you, but I'm gonna try. Like I said, this is the countdown right here. Right? That's what we're doing. And I try to come back. Let me know also too in the comments what you want me to talk about, what topics you guys want me to talk about. 24 days of jury selection. 24 days. And like I said, the case may get postponed. We'll find out. This is for the nail police, guys. This is for the nail police. Nail police check, nail check, nail check, nail check. My hair might not be did. But guess what? The nails are did. The hair ain't did though. Man, I just put on a baseball hat. Put just on a baseball hat to it. Can't be bothered. Later, guys.